Good morning, friends. It's Thursday morning. I've got to get the show on the road. Come on in, take your shoes off, get a cup of coffee. It is delivery day for the pizza shop, and I never know when he's going to text me and say, I'll be there in 15 minutes. So let's get busy. I was going to prepare this yesterday, but one of my employees called off, so off to work I went. So hopefully tonight I'll be off work and I can prepare this. So I've been thinking about my mama a lot. So when I say mama, I'm talking about my Kentucky grandma. My Ohio grandma was grandma, and my Kentucky grandma was mama. So I've been thinking about her fried chicken a lot. Oh, it was so good. I thought, man, I really want that. So today I'm going to kind of eat out of the normal. Now listen, I completely believe that if you're craving something, you should eat it. Not a huge amount, but have it. Because a lot of times you eat around what you're craving and end up eating more than what you would have if you just eaten your craving, or at least from my experience. So I've been craving my Mamaw's fried chicken. So that's what I'm going to have today. I cooked those green beans, if you remember, and I'm going to heat those up today. And we're going to have some fried chicken. We're going to have some green beans, and I don't know what else yet. Maybe cabbage. I haven't decided. But anyway, let's get on with the chicken. I don't remember if my mama ever did buttermilk fried chicken, but I'm going to. So what we're going to do first, we're going to make the buttermilk, because that's not something I keep at my house. 1 cup of milk. This is 2%. 1 tablespoon of distilled vinegar. Now listen, there's 2 different kinds of vinegars. Make sure, well, there's other kinds of vinegars, but the white vinegar, make sure it's food vinegar, not cleaning vinegar. You don't want to make that mistake. All right, tablespoon of vinegar in there. And we're just going to let that sit for a few minutes. For probably about 5 minutes. This is going to make our buttermilk. So listen, y'all, yesterday between shifts, I came home for lunch and I was looking in the fridge at my bowl to see how much salad I had left. Remember that beautiful salad I made the other day with those fresh tomatoes? When I pulled my bowl to look, it slid out of the refrigerator and fell on my foot. Of course, I don't wear shoes in the house, so it broke on my foot. It could have been so much worse. I had little pieces of glass in my foot. Nothing major. I was bleeding, but not a lot. But, several little poke holes in my foot. And I was more devastated about my bowl because it was the only one I had in that pattern. It was like the brown and the orange with the fruit pattern. And then Brock is my beautiful salad. I know, my beautiful bowl, beautiful salad. So it's just a sad moment altogether for my bowl and that beautiful salad. So I got to make another salad today, but let's get on with the chicken. So our buttermilk is ready. You can see it kind of gets thick and chunky like me. You kind of see how it kind of sticks to the glass a little bit. Okay, so that's ready. Good tip, if you ever want to make buttermilk, do it like that. All right, we're going to do an egg. In she goes. All right, I'm going to leave that right there for a moment. So we're going to do a dash of hot sauce. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Just a smidge. Ooh, just a smidge. All right. Pinch of salt. And give that a little bit of a whisk. And in goes the buttermilk. See it? Did you hear it chunky? Not the greatest sound in the world. All right. Now that was 2% milk. You could use, see how it left? See how it was chunky? This is 2% milk, so you can use it on whole milk, 2%. I've never used it on skim. I don't know how that would work. Probably not very well. Okay, in goes the chicken. These are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I bought this before I realized I bought it, and then on the way home I was thinking about Mama's fried chicken. I was like, I'm going to fry those thighs. So this is it was just a little under a pound of chicken thighs is what I've got here. Get this all spread out. Get that in that buttermilk solution there. All right, they're going to have a nice spa day while I'm at work. I'm going to cover these up and put those in the fridge. It is 8:30 a.m. So if you're doing this at home, give it at least an hour, please. No less than an hour. So I'm going to put them in the fridge and let them soak till I get home about, God willing, about 1:30. So I don't know if I told you or not, but Friday I had a doctor's appointment, blood work done. My blood work, everything came back normal. My A1C was 6.4, so I'm super close. I had been taking Jardiance and metformin, and I quit Jardiance probably a week before my appointment, maybe longer, because I would take it in the morning like at 8, and by 10 I was kind of getting dizzy spells. So I quit, and so I don't have to, long story short, I don't have to take the Jardiance anymore. I am just strictly on metformin. My A1C is 6.4, so my goal I see her in 6 months is to be in a normal range. Everything else, the blood work came back normal. She did a urine test to make sure like the diabetes wasn't damaging my kidneys, and everything was fine there. My cholesterol was a little high, which we know a lot of times that happens when you do carnivore and things like that. So no cholesterol meds or anything like that. I wouldn't take them anyway, but that's a personal opinion. I'm getting into all that right now. But anyway, listen, y'all, let me talk about menopause for a minute. Y'all, this is no joke. This is insane. So I've been listening to a lot of things. I decided not to take any hormone replacement therapy. Personal choice once again. But I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, doctors and things discussing it. And I was like, okay, so I'm not crazy. These are normal symptoms that most women have. Some may have it more severe than others. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going crazy. That is like, what? Gaining almost 10 pounds out of nowhere. I'm like, what is going on? I mean, I know I'm stressed. I got a lot going on, but I was like, wow. I realize that's part of it, the lack of sleep. Now, do you have to suffer? No. Can you get some help? Yes. But for me right now, in this moment, I don't want to take anything. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. So I have been sleeping some better, and the night sweats are getting better. The weight, so as you know, we've incorporated some more veggies. Now I'm sticking with what veggies I can eat that I know after doing carnivore, the veggies that flare me up. So I'm totally staying away from those veggies. I haven't brought back all veggies, only the veggies that I can eat, and then I fix the ones that Brock can eat. So with that being said, I've lost almost 4 pounds, which I was thrilled with because, listen, I'm sure if you've went through menopause, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm thrilled with that. For me and what I'm going through right now, I have to practice some portion control and things like that. That stinks because I like to eat, but it is what it is. And I eat, listen, I'm not looking for bikini season. I just want to be healthy. I have a lot of people who depend on me. And so health is a priority. It's not a size on my pair of pants. Y'all look at me. Do you think I care about that? Heavens no. But I do want to be healthy. I do want to be fit. I do want to be, I want to be able to go for a walk and not, things like that. I want to be here for my family. I want to be here to take care of them if they need me and when they need me. So that's what it boils down for me. So as far as what I consume, I think that's a personal choice. I do love carnivore. I do believe in it. But Brock asked me to introduce more veggies into our diet. I said, no problem. So some days we may just eat a ribeye. And then some days we may eat a hamburger with some green beans. So that's what it boils down to. But we do practice a lower carb diet here. And that's what we prefer. Okay, so I'm going to finish getting ready for work. The chicken is chickening in the refrigerator, and then we'll come back tonight and have dinner together. So it's 5 o'clock. It's time to prepare the chicken. I'm so excited. Got my green beans going that I snapped and cooked the other day. Got those heating back up. Now, warning, this is not going to be low carb by any means. This is my Mamaw's fried chicken. That's what I'm having tonight. So I know a couple of things about Mamaw's chicken. It was breaded with cornmeal and it was fried in lard. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of flour and a little bit of cornmeal. And then the chicken, and then I've got seasonings. So I don't really know for sure what seasonings she used. My guess, probably just salt and pepper, because I don't remember her having a lot of seasonings or laying around. Her kitchen was very small. So when she was cooking up a feast, us kids were usually out playing. So I didn't really see a lot of that action going on. Now, when I was older, she would come to stay with me and we'd prepare things. She would tell me how she did it, but I don't remember us ever doing fried chicken together. But I know for a fact I ate enough of her fried chicken that it had cornmeal breading. So I'm going to do half a cup of flour, and I'm going to do a cup of cornmeal. This is self-rising cornmeal, and I may need a little bit more. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing here. And then, like I said, more than likely, let me turn my beans down. More than likely, she used just salt and pepper. So I'm going to season my flour and cornmeal with some onion powder, some garlic. You can do what you like. This is paprika, of course, and some soul seasoning, which is just a bunch of different seasonings together. When Brock and I first got married, some spices are expensive, and I couldn't afford a bunch of spices. So soul seasoning was always salt, pepper, and soul seasoning. That's what I had. All right, so I'm going to Ziploc my bag here, mix this up a little bit. Looks like I'm probably going to need more, but we're just going to go with this. So I'm going to take the chicken, and there's a little gnat, just a little gnat. Okay, I'm going to go, and I'm back. I caught the gnat, threw him out the back door. Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. I live in the country, y'all. There's stuff flying around all the time. So what we're going to do is take the chicken and let that buttermilk drain off, and in the bag it goes. All the chicken's in the bag. Now we're going to shake, shake, shake. Oh, looks like I'm going to have enough breading. I underestimated myself. All right. We have our chicken. These are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Mama used the whole chicken she would cut up, all the pieces. Okay, lard. We're doing a Mamaw style. Heat up. We got cast iron skillet. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, it's all right. Big old scoop of lard. Bacon grease would work well too. All right, gonna give that a moment to melt. Put my lid back on my lard. My lard. All right. Give that a minute to melt. I'll clean up my area here, and then I'll pull you over to the stove, and we're gonna fry some chicken. So our lard is hot. So in goes the chicken. I'm going to use my hands. shake off that excess. Oh, this would make such good gravy. I'm not going to. I would love to, but I'm not going to. Think I'm doing enough with the chicken. I'll pass on that delicious gravy this time. Pick my battles. All right, we're getting the chicken put in the skillet here. You hear that sizzling? There we go. Making sure that all the chicken is breaded. All right, last piece. There we go. Wash my hands really quickly. I'm going to pepper it. Lots of black pepper. I'm going to salt it. And I'm going to leave it be. It's 5:07, so I'm going to leave it be for at least 2 minutes, maybe 3, before we flip it. That's the trick. Just got to be patient and let it sit. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, and I'll be back. So it's been almost 2 minutes, so we're going to flip the chicken. We got some color there. Oh, wait, look at that. Really wish you could smell this. Smells so good. This one's a little lighter, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to move my skillet, move my chicken around a little bit. Got a little bit of a hot spot there. Okay, we're going to keep it on and brown our chicken and get it cooked. So once I flipped it, I salt, peppered this side. Now I don't have a lid to fit this skillet, so this is what I'm going to use. Right over, I'm going to turn my heat down. I've got a good color, so now I don't want that breading to get burnt before the chicken gets cooked. So we're going to turn our heat down to about 3, and we're going to let it go. Take a peek and see how the chicken's doing. Ooh-wee, that looks so good. Like I said, once you get a good color on that, you want to turn it down. Take it slow. Let the inside cook. All right, back. It's almost done. I've turned it down to low while I finish up the rest of dinner. We're so close. I'm so excited. So it's about 11 minutes start to finish on the fried chicken. Mamaw, my Mamaw Garnet's fried chicken with the Krista spin. Here it is. Look at that gorgeousness. Like I said, these are boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Also have some fresh green beans I snapped and cooked, and Brock and I split a sweet potato. Now my mama would have fried these in butter and brown sugar, but I'm just gonna have a little butter on mine. All right, we're already splurging. This is such a splurge on this fried chicken. It's not hard to fry chicken at home, y'all, if you want to do it. That. Now, you could try almond flour. I'm not sure how to do it. Probably do okay. The trick is make sure it doesn't burn, just like this. Listen, y'all, it was tough with those drippings there, not to make country gravy. But listen, I'm going to compromise. I'm having this, and I'm going to have that. Mama will be so proud. Delicious. All right. Like I said, not a typical meal. I'm not mad that I made it. Life is worth living. And sometimes you got to have Mamaw's fried chicken. And today's the day. Thanks for stopping by, friends. Have a great day. And as always, thanks for hanging out with me.